I put a spell on you, and now you're mine. You can't stop the things I do. I ain't lying. It's been 300 years, right down to the day. Now this bitch is back, and there's hell to pay.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I am doing a video long waited. I know it's been a minute. I've been kind of doing my own thing and shit, so I haven't been on here as much as I usually am, but let's get into it. Okay, so basically I've been doing some dating, trying to get back in the dating scene, blah blah blah. No, me and my boyfriend, my fiance haven't broke up. We're still together. Just the biggest issue is sexual chemistry and romance, blah, blah, blah. Typical stuff. But being in a poly relationship, I'm trying to find a guy who is looking to be in that relationship with me, just me, and is looking for love and not just sex. And that's what I'm getting majority of the time. But let's just get into this. Okay, so basically I've been dating, on Tinder, which is like basically now it's going from being a date site to a hookup site, basically. Some guys are looking for love, some are not. Like currently I was talking to this guy whose name is Anthony. Now, Anthony on this hand. Damn, these people are loud. Okay, basically, Anthony wanted to go on a date tonight. Now, the problem is first, I explained to these guys that I am intersex. I am a hermaphrodite. I have both male and female genitalia. It's different for everybody. Some people I've met two other than me, and we all come in different shapes, sizes, and colors. But we are not the type of people that I know of that, like me and my friend Jen, aren't the type of people to just want to disclose our genitalia all the time. Like, you shouldn't have to ask us, what does it look like? Can I see a picture? Some of these guys will not talk to me because of that. And I don't like that. Like, after a while, it gets repetitive. If you're talking to somebody and they constantly ask you, what is your genital, what does it look like? Can I get a picture? And then if I don't give them a picture, they're like, you know what? I'm going to unfriend you on Snapchat because of the fact that I want to see what it looks like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you don't ask women what their vagina looks like and ask for photos of their vagina all the time. So why would you ask me that? I don't know. I don't like it. And they do it a lot. Now I start telling guys that, I tell them what I am. At this point, I feel like I shouldn't tell them. I should just not bring it up until later, but I feel like that's lying and not telling somebody something. But as as things progress and I tell somebody, they all of a sudden want to some guys just want to have sex. Some people are just like, I just want to hook up. I've heard a guy just tell me that I'm not even his type. I'm like if you're talking to somebody and you're just being friendly and saying, hello, how are you? You're not hitting on them. Like, you're like, I know you, I've seen you at the library a few times, whatever. And they're like, yeah, I see you too, and you're not my type. I'm technically bisexual, pansexual, blah, 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 but these are the reasons why I wouldn't date you. And I'm like, I was saying hi. But, okay. And they're like, I'm mostly into pussy. I'm like, bitch, I have a vagina too. Like, hello. But, whatever. So that was that. But it just seems like the dating scene for intersex women is a lot harder for me and my friend Jen, who we also have our troubles. And it's difficult because men try to gender define us, like they're just telling us we're men, we're this or that, or that because we're intersex, we're allowed, we're women because we're allowed to pick which gender we want to be. It's like when people say bisexual people are still straight if they date women mostly, but they do find men attractive, that they're still straight. It's like labeling. Labeling is stupid. Why are you labeling somebody just because you have a need for labels? Like, I see myself as a woman, yes, but my intersex gender should not define whether or not I'm more female than a transgender person is. A transgender woman should be as a woman as I am. Just saying that because I'm the way I am, I'm more woman than someone else is rude. And it hurts feelings, not just my own, because it makes me feel less, and it makes me hurt for, transgender people. Like, I am transgender as well. Just because I have, I am intersex and I have the different parts, it doesn't make which body part decided to do what or when or where. You don't know my backstory. You just define the fact that I was born with both, that is acceptable as a transition thing. It makes no sense to me. Like, I don't see that. Like, I was like, if I was a woman and a guy was talking to me, like, if I was fully done and I had, it just had my vagina and not the extra part. If a man would have asked me, blah, 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 are you this or that, I would just say I'm a woman. I don't like that they have to have the whole binary, non-binary thing, or you have to be transgender, blah, blah, blah. I don't like that. I wish that they would consider it. If people don't want to consist of the normal means, they don't have to go out their way to present that. If they want to, that's fine. That should be a question asked, not something that should be like a statement. I'm a big trans activist. I do support trans rights and consider myself transgender regardless of my DNA telling me what I am or what I'm not. I find it harmful and rude that men have a tendency to ask you out but then find a reason to not like you, or there could be a guy who's been friends with you on Facebook for a long period of time but didn't actually go for what he wanted, but then decides to go for you on Tinder and then blocks you when you realize you don't remember him on Facebook. Like, if you don't actively try to talk to a girl and then you get mad and you block her, unmatch her, stupid. And people getting mad because they find you attractive and they start flagging you on Tinder or any app that you're on just because they assume you're transgender or that you are transgender. It is offensive, and that's just how I feel. I don't like how the world is turning out, and it just seems like it's getting worse being an African American, Native American. It's just being a person in general in this day and age with racism coming back at a full force with the whole Donald Trump going in there. And I don't care if you're a Donald Trump supporter. That's fine, but bringing that negativity and feeling like you have the right to be negative is stupid. I mean, I get it. He won. You guys won. That's fine. Enjoy yourselves. But don't bring hate back into the world. We're trying to eliminate it. We're trying to be accepted everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And now it just seems like we're falling back into the dysfunction of social norms, like the normal dysfunctional norms that we've worked so hard to get away from. And I don't like it. That's just awful. And with just how that's going on and how dating's been so bad. I mean, so bad. I can't seem to get an actual date that doesn't consist of sex as their, oh, I would like to have sex first so we can figure out if we're compatible, or the people that are the underline of sex, where sex will happen sooner than later. I'm more that person that likes to wait and figure out if we're even going to be good together. Because if we're not even worth being together, why fuck you? And then, like, 4, with these people that have fetishes over transgender people, or have this assumption that because they watch transgender porn, that that's what dating a transgender person is, or they assume, you know, this is what intersex porn looks like, or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, what you see is some transgender porn of some substance. Just because you see it a certain way, or there, I do not know of any hermaphrodite porn that is out there. If I'm wrong, hit me down in the comment section below. But I don't see any of that or care. It is just a fact that if I am a human being, you're a human being. Treat me like I want to be treated. I don't want to have sex first. I want to be loved first. That is how I see this. And I'm mad because that's how people are treating me as a sexual object. And I don't like it. I want to be loved. I want to be comforted. I want to be treated like everybody else. I don't want to have to prove I have the genitalia that I have, because I've been there, done that. I don't want to have to do this or that or this or that. It's irritating. And when people are like, oh, I see this, but I don't see that in a photo. It's like, one, it's in an interesting spot. It's kind of hard to get a particular angle. But that's just me. I just feel like dating has gotten rough, and I assume it's this fad of men who've dated transgender women, and they assume that, you know, you have to ask your bottom, right? Do you ever top? Do you do this, do that? No, just think of me as a woman, and you're talking to me like a woman. Don't assume anything, because at some point I will get finally done, and I will hope that they do not ask that. Because at some point I will take off the transgender thing off of my Tinder, my date site, whatever. Because at that point I won't be, as I consider myself a transgender person, I'm not going to bring that as a broadcast for people to judge and undignify me. I want to be loved, I want to be supported, I want to be, but it has to be built up to that. Because if you assume, I know that a lot of people say that, you know, trans people should tell up front that blah, 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 this is your past, blah, blah, blah. But not every person can do that, because of the fact that sometimes those people judge them on their past and not so much on their present. Like, not them as a person. They could have a back story that, you know, they can bring up to you over on a later date. But it's like, you don't fuck on the first date. You don't, I know people that do. I've been there, done that. But it's the point of respect. Respect me for who I am. Treat me correctly, and I'll treat you correctly. Don't ask me a stupid question. Don't ask for nudes. It's just, I don't know. I'm more irritated because of the fact, let's see what Andrew had to say. He said, I asked him if he wanted to come over and hang out instead of going to the movies because apparently I'm too far away. He said, okay. So I'm sending him back when? Because really, just, okay. Nothing else. It just pisses me off, I swear. It's undiligence. Like, if a girl asks, you want to take a girl on a date and she's too far away for you to take her to a movie. One, you don't ask her if she drives, because what day and age does a guy not pick a girl up and go on a date? Just, that's very ungentlemanly. Like, I am old tradition as a damn. Like, I get stories from my grandma of how they met. And my mom, well, not my mom, because me and my mom do not get along. We don't have this conversation. But the things I would do for a girl if I was dating her would be pick her up. I may not drive, but a bitch will Uber with a fuck. But it's the fact that a guy that asks you out, ask if I can meet him there, like, or meet him halfway. It's like, boy, the fuck? You asked me out. It's not the other way around, baby. And if I was good, I don't ask men out. Girl, bye. Like, no, I'm not from a Disney movie from, like, now, where it's feminist as hell. No. You want to ask me out, ask me out. Take me out, boy. Because I am, think of me as Beyonce, because I perform drag. I do things to, you know, I'm working on me. So a guy is supposed to be, isn't my frontal story. I work on my drag. I'm working on profession. I'm trying to make sure I get my goddamn disability money. I'm getting the fuck out of here and trying to move my ass back to the burbs. It is me focusing on me. But a man is nice and would be nice, but I don't want to have to worry about a guy not paying attention to me, or I'm too far away, or blah blah blah. There's always these excuses, but here we go and here we are. So it's like, whatever. So alright, at this point I'm just ranting. So for part 2, I will do that soon. Other than that, I am going to film another video in a little bit and discuss what I'm going to do with this channel, what's new with me that isn't drama filled, and I will let you know in the next video. So until the next one, I love you guys. Mwah. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys have been up to. Let me know what you guys have been thinking. Let me know what videos you want me to react to. I know I have 6 videos from BTS reacting to the members. I will do that tomorrow and have that up on Tuesday. I know my schedule's a little messed up right now, but I will have that up soon. And I will be back doing drag at Roscoe's Tavern soon. I'm going to be trying to work back into that once I get my money from for gas, stuff like that. So I should be back and running soon. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.